This is a big, big fish. Trying to bring him in, not lose him. Oh, he went around. There we go. There we go. But I'm afraid that he's got me. SP minnow. But my fear, I can't tell if he's on the other side of that. I don't know. I think so. Because he took off. I can't tell though. That's not good. I don't know if I should try to go.
Yeah, I would.
I am, right?
Holy shit. Going behind the dock though.
I can't tell where I am on that dock.
Yeah.
Can you?
No. It looks like you're right in on it. Or maybe right in front of it. But either way, there's got to be moorings underneath and shit, you know?
I can feel I'm rubbing on something.
Not good.
No, because I hit it here.
Damn it.
I might be taking a swim out to that dock. Well, what do you think? What do you think? Where should I go here? Cause
you're gonna have to swim out there to get him.
You got your bathing suit with you?
You know?
Cold.
It'll be cold, but it might be worth it. Oh! Broke. And I'm over there feeling bad for myself retying. Missing out.
And I missed 2 blow-ups too, all top ones.
Well, that
Lenny's was probably at least 33 inches. This is probably like 31.
I just caught a guppy.
All right. Well, so that means I probably had a blue.
Yeah.
Okay. I hate this color I got on now. It's the wrong color. I was also curious because the birds were hanging like that. That's usually a decent sign. There we go, there we go. Very. Oh, don't come off, come on. I'm scared of dropping them. Come on, you see this 1988 setup I got here? I don't want to horse him. I mean, he hit close, so he's still super green. Yeah. I'm not letting him get near that dock, though.
You're gonna have nightmares about that dock.
Seriously. No. No. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go. No! No! That was, whatever that was very small. That might have been a foul hook. Come on. He's smaller.
But that's good.
Yes, that is good.
Good thing.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
no.
walking back.
Yeah, I tighten the drag on him.
Yeah, don't let him run. Bring him in. I brought mine in within. It's a 33-inch bluefish. I brought him in literally in like 5 minutes.
All right. If he gets up close, will you grab him? Oh, I just felt. I can feel the hook hitting the ground.
I just don't want to be in your way.
No. Oh. There we go. Ah.
Now, you're going to have a little bit of a problem.
Yes, I am. All right. You can let go. You can let go.
Here, take these.
Yeah.
Watch your fingers.
So I'm actually gonna keep them. I don't know. Yeah.
Good.
Wow. Finally.
I don't know. I picked up one earlier.
All right. That is a great bluefish. Holy smokes. Now, truth be told, I lost 4 so far, and I've lost 3 lures. Finally, I got one, and he annihilated that lure. Whew. And I have on very light tackle. It's a 2500 20-pound test on an old ugly stick that we found, but beautiful fish. All right, we are going to brain and bleed, put them in the water and fish for a little bit longer. All right, just to give you an idea how big this guy is. And that's they're huge. They put up, this guy, he's just got nerves firing. I already brained him, bled him. So late season, you can get big guys like this. This is bluefish, and they're allowed two per person, no size limit on them. This time of year, we're heading into winter, and they come patrolling these little estuaries. I believe that's the right word. But they come in here to corral the bait fish, and you can get really nice big ones like that. That's probably about, I don't know, maybe 15 pounds, a little bit more. I'll weigh them when I get home just to be sure. But they put up a good fight. They put up a great fight, but they are notorious for grabbing lures. I've lost 3 today. I've lost 4 fish, 3 lures. My day did not start out well, but it ended well. We got lunch, I got food for the neighbors. Now, people tend to stay away from this fish because they are a very bloody, oily fish. If you bleed them right away, cook them up within the next couple of days, if you take care of them, they're actually a wonderful fish to cook. The problem is that people have had them from the store where they've sat for a long time, the bloodline is spread, and yeah, they taste a little fishy, but this guy's been taken care of. He's gonna taste amazing. So let's go. So there are all these mussels. We're on a mussel bed. So I took one of the empty ones, and I'm actually scaling so that I don't have to do this at home. So this is by far my best bluefish from shore, and it's not as big as the one I lost. I know that's the fisherman's tale. It's never as big as the one that you lost, but honestly, that one that I lost was an absolute beast. So what I want to do with this guy is actually stake him. Something I haven't done in a while, so you got to forgive me if I'm a little slow with it, but we're going to take off the collar, take off the head, take off the tail. I'm going to use that in next week's episode and do something I got kind of a cool idea. And then with the remainder of the fish, we're going to cut them into probably about 2-inch thick steaks. So I'm gonna get working on that. Now that's the part that everyone's afraid of, that bloodline in there. I personally don't mind it. And when you cook it the way we're gonna cook it today, it's not gonna make a difference at all. But the other cool thing about cutting it this way is that they're easier to freeze like this as well. And as you saw on the beach, I scaled it so there's no scales on there. I don't know, I like the bluefish steaks. It's a very old school way of eating bluefish. And they also, if you haven't figured it out, they call them bluefish because the meat has that little bit of a gray blue tint to it. And that's yet another thing that turns people off to them. But again, if you cook it right, it is an incredible, incredible piece of meat. Now, of course, there's a little bit of blood coming out from that spine, but that's okay. That's not getting into the meat right now. Some of these I'm gonna vacuum pack and seal and freeze, and then we're gonna cook up a couple of them for lunch. All right, so I scored this old Coleman camping stove at a garage sale. I was walking around the neighborhood and I got this for 10 bucks. So I want to see if it works, obviously, for the road trip back down south. So if we blow up right now, it was nice knowing you guys. So it doesn't have an igniter on it. You gotta light it by match. There we go. We're in. All right, so the way that I'm gonna cook our bluefish steaks, I'm gonna make like a salsa. I'm not gonna really call it a tomato sauce in the traditional Italian sense, but just a tomato salsa. So first thing, I kind of just dug around the fridge. I got a red onion, a white onion, some garlic, a couple of tomatoes that are definitely ready to be cooked and used. So we'll just cut out the core of those. And nothing in the pan because I'm gonna get a nice char on all of this. And then we're gonna blend it. And a few scallions, cut the ends off. and our garlic. All right, while those are going, on top of our bluefish when they're done, I'm gonna throw some onions and mushrooms. So while that's blackening, we can just chop these up real quick. I'm really happy with my camp stove find. This thing's pretty cool. I got 2 burners now, look out. And just some little mini portobello mushrooms, slice those up. Okay, we'll set these aside, wait for these to get a nice char on them, then we'll throw them in the blender. All right, we got a little bit of char on this, so now I'm just gonna pull it off. Might have to cut this up to get everything to fit in there. Now, I didn't cook these all the way through because we're gonna blend it and then it's gonna cook very slow and low with our bluefish. So I think I'm gonna have to blend this in increments. So I'm gonna take this inside, blend it, and I will be right back. All right, I have my salsa all blended up, so we're gonna put that aside. And now, getting this pan hot again, add a little bit of olive oil. Now I'm also new to this camping stove, so I'm not really sure how hot it gets, so we're gonna salt our bluefish steaks on either side. But what I want to do is put down skin side. Yeah, we need a lot more heat there. I'm gonna put them down skin side to try to crisp up that skin just a little bit. Then we're gonna lay them flat, then add the salsa. Then we're going to cover them and let them slowly braise. Maybe flat. Oh. Now I'm gonna turn my heat down. Okay, now add my salsa while protecting myself. And we throw the lid on. Now while that's cooking, we're gonna saute our mushrooms and onions to go on top. Start with a nice chunk of Kerrygold butter. And then I'm gonna saute these on a very low heat until they are completely cooked down and caramelized. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Oh yeah. We'll go even lower on that. Alright, we are looking great on our sauteed mushroom and onion. A little bit of color on them. Looking good in here too. And we are cooked through. Alright, ready to plate. Turn the heat off on both of these. And what I'm going to do, I got a handful of arugula. Throw that in and just let that wilt down. And that's going to add just a little bit of pepperiness and bitterness to give another layer and depth of flavor. Now to plate. Now our fish should be nice and flaky to where it's falling apart, so I've got to be a little bit careful here getting it from the pan to our plate. Mushroom and arugula. All right. I'm gonna grab the one and only Mama Clams and we're gonna dig in.
Makeup.
All right, for anyone new, this is my mother, Carol.
Hi.
Mama Clams. For the rest of you, I know she's a fan favorite, so she's back. We only got a couple more of these left before I go back down to Key West, so.
I'm gonna miss him. And the food that he cooks. Believe me.
All right, so I give myself like a 4 on the plating. It's not the most beautiful, but, and of course there's bones because I staked it. So dig in. You got bluefish, a little bit of a tomato salsa, arugula, sauteed onions, and mushrooms.
It looks very appetizing.
I attempted to crisp the skin, and then I abandoned that idea very quickly when I realized the fish was going to cook through and fall apart. So, okay, honest question. Does bluefish remind you of salmon at all?
Salmon is a firmer fish.
Yeah.
The taste maybe a little bit if it doesn't have anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just sauteed or pan-fried without any spices.
Accoutrements,
Or,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, this is like, I always wonder if you can actually see this. Let me see. But it's just a white, flaky fish when you cook it up. It is not, but when it's raw, that color is a little off-putting because it has a grayish, bluish color. But it's not any more fishy to me than salmon. It is an oily fish, yes.
However, it tastes, in my mouth, it's very moist.
Yeah.
It's not dry.
Well, that's because I cooked it really well.
Well, that goes without saying.
But
the sauce doesn't take away from the flavor.
no, I did a very plain tomato sauce with not a lot of, I wanted to braise it in something, but I'm not trying to cover the flavor, and I think that's what people do with bluefish.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that.
And I think the mushrooms are a nice addition. It's something else, but it's not overpowering.
All right.
And it goes very well with the sauce and the fish. Yeah, it's delicious.
All right, guys. Tune in next week. I do a really interesting thing with the head, tail, and collars from this bluefish that I am personally very proud of. It came out really good, so definitely check that out. We are going to put this on separate plates, sit inside, and eat it. Actually, let's stay outside. It's pretty nice out.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like the channel, hit like, subscribe, and definitely share the channel. It helps a lot, and it gets the channel out there to more people, so you guys can really do your part in helping me out. Thank you.
Thank you for your interest. Bye-bye.